Peace family. Okay, we pinpointed exactly when our Messiah was resurrected in the Leviticus 23 calendar. Let's go back in and see if we can find exactly when he was crucified, how long he hung up, and when he was buried. Let's start with Mark 14 and 12, and it reads, And the first day of Feast of Unleavened Bread, when they killed the Passover, his disciples said unto him, Where wilt thou that we go and prepare that thou mayest eat the Passover? Going back into Leviticus 23, we're going to start at verse 5. In the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover. 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the Feast of Unleavened Bread unto the Lord. 7 days ye must eat unleavened bread. Now, Feast of Unleavened Bread goes from Sabbath to Sabbath. The 15th day of the month being the second Sabbath of the month, then you count on 7 days, which brings you to the 22nd day of the month, the third Sabbath. Let's stop right here and read that in Exodus 16, where the Lord instituted the Sabbath with Moses. This is Exodus 16 and 1. And they took their journey from Elim, and all the congregation of the children of Israel came into the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai, on the 15th day of the second month, after their departing out of the land of Egypt. So we see that this is the 15th day of the second month right here. Let's skip down to verses 4 and 5. Then said the Lord unto Moses, Behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain bread every day, that I may prove them whether they will walk in my law or no. Verse 5. And it shall come to pass that on the 6th day they shall prepare that which they bring in, and it shall be twice as much as they gather daily. So we have the 15th day of the second month, then we count out 6 days after that. Now let's skip down to verses 22 and 23. 22. And it came to pass that on the 6th day they gathered twice as much bread, 2 omers for one man, and all the rulers of the congregation came and told Moses. 23. And he said unto them, This is that which the Lord hath said, Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord. Bake that which ye will bake today, and see that ye will see, and that which remaineth over lay up for you to be kept until the morning. So once again, we have the 15th day. You gather for 6 days, brings us to the 7th day, which is the 22nd day of the month, the Sabbath. Let's get back to Leviticus 23 and 6 and take it down to 8. 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the Feast of Unleavened Bread unto the Lord. 7 days ye must eat unleavened bread. And the first day ye shall have a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein. 8. But ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord 7 days. And the 7th day is an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein. The 15th day of the first month begins the Feast of Unleavened Bread. 7 days later closes out the Feast of Unleavened Bread the next Sabbath. Side note, you can't keep Hebrew time on the Roman Gregorian calendar. God's time and man's time are totally different. Now let's go back to Mark 14 and 12 and see the Messiah preparing for the Sabbath. Mark 14 and 12. At the first day of Feast of Unleavened Bread, when they killed the Passover, his disciples said unto him, Where wilt thou that we go and prepare that thou mayest eat the Passover? Let's skip down to verses 17 and 18. 17. And in the evening he cometh with the 12. 18. And as they sat and did eat, Jesus said, Verily I say unto you, one of you which eateth with me shall betray me. So we just read our Messiah eating Passover on the Sabbath evening that brings in the Feast of Unleavened Bread. We're going to stop right here, stay tuned, and tap into part 2, where we go into when he died, how long he was on the cross, and when he was buried to lay in the tomb for 3 days. Tap into part 2. Shalom.